G'day again, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Combat Volume 1 from Compass Games, playing the second scenario, training scenario, Rendezvous, and we're about to go on with turn 2. This guy failed his TQC check, so he just got a normal order. Ended up being an aim fire anyways, but also grenade. So we need to see if he passes his TQC for the grenade or he just keeps his aimed fire. And he gets a 9, so he does not get the grenade, just the aimed fire. Okay. Right, so again, nobody's fired at the moment, so none of these other guys have been alerted yet. The initiative this time will be Baker, Abel, Blue, Red. So I've got a good chance, hopefully, of blowing him away before anything happens. But that's going to alert probably at least these 3 here. So we'll see what happens. So he's got his order, but he can't do anything this time. He can't act on it, which doesn't really matter. He can still do a spot if he's still alive back here or whatever else. So Baker first up. And I have a run and gun here for the BAR. So he is going to run to here. Like that. He can't spot anybody else or anything else like that. And I have an aimed fire here for Private Miller, so he can't do anything. I don't believe he can spot anybody. No, he cannot. So that leaves us here with Private Peters. Peters? Oh, yes. Who I've given a rapid fire to. So he has a weapons value of 6 minus 2, so a 4. Range-wise, 1, 2, 3 is a +1 for the range. And we have a aim fire in a building, which is a -2, so a -1. So we have -3 all told, so we need a 3 or less to hit. And we hit. Yay! And it's a enemy event, which in this one, we actually ignore events, if I remember correctly. Let me have a look here again. Where was it? If a friendly or enemy event card is drawn, they place it in the discard and draw a replacement card. Okay, so nothing happens with that. Draw another card and we have a light wound. Righto, 1 light wound on him. There we go. And we do a wound morale check. So he is down now to a 5 or lower to pass. He does not pass, so he goes down 2 levels and goes from normal through cautious to shaken. Like that. Okay. And that is that. And now we need, because we've fired, anybody within 10 hexes will now become alert. So we have, he fired. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's just out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it will be the 2 blues. Like that. Okay. So that is Baker done. Then we do Able, and we have an evade. So he is going to evade to here. He will evade to here, and this guy will evade to here. Then the Blues. So because these blokes have now been woken up, we do a check to see if they get a aimed fire or they get a normal order off the blue card. So this guy first, 4 or less, and yes, he does, so he gets an aimed fire. And t'other one is an 8, so he does not. So his order in cover for normal is aimed fire anyway, so they both end up with an aimed fire. Okay, so that's the Blues done. Now we're into the Reds. So again, moving from the back, this guy can't see anybody, cannot see, cannot see, cannot see. This guy can't see these over here or there, can't see him because of the wall, building, hills, walls, buildings, everything, which leaves our little man here. Okay, now he can shoot either there or there. He can get both, I think. I'm just going to check on the BAR gunner. Make sure it doesn't cross the hill line, and it does not. Okay. So again, this is just the first impulse, so he can't shoot anyway, but I just wanted to check the line. But he can try a spotting roll here for 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, it's a +1, and we have for range, and we have aimed fire in the trees, which is a -2, so it's a -1. Now he is currently a 6, -2, -3, so that's -4, so a 0 through 2, and he does not spot him. Right. Oh. Is there anybody else he can spot? And I don't think so. Gee, that's going to be close. I'm going to have to check that one as well. Apologies. Getting big hairy arms and coats in the way again. Jeez. No, it just clips the building. Just clips the building. Okay. So that is the end of impulse 1. We go on to impulse 2. Okay. So these blokes now can actually activate with their orders because their first activation was to get the order, and the second activation is when they can actually start to play. So we have Bravo first. So again, what we have here is a run and gun. So he can shoot at him, he can shoot at him, and he can shoot at him, which is always handy. So we're going to shoot with the BAR first. So he is a run and gun with a 5. Okay, so we have a range of 1, 2, 3, which is a +1. And we have a aimed fire in a building, which is a -2. So he's at -1 plus another -2 there. That's -3. So a 2 or less, firing 2 shots or 1 shot. Let's fire one burst, I should say. And we get a 1 and we hit. And the hit is killed in action. So he did bloody well. So we've killed the sniper before he could get us, which was bloody wonderful. Shaken and stirred. Okay. which means this guy's not doing anything because he's aim fire, and this guy's not doing anything for his rapid fire. So that's that, and we go over to Able, evading, and this guy is just going to evade into the trees here, into the trees here, and up behind the hedge here. Now we've had the same shots fired here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he now becomes activated as well. He is now alert. We have the Blues, their turn, and they have both got aimed fire, but they can't see anybody there, or there, and he can't see anybody there, or there. No. Which leaves this bloke, can't see, can't see, can't see, can't see, can't see, can't see. So those Blues aren't going to do anything. The Reds, he does his TQ now. So 0 through 4 to pass. And he fails. So his order for Red is in cover, normal, aim fire, grenade. So he gets an aim fire anyway. Which means he's just going to sit there, and he does nothing with it this turn anyway. He just gets the order and then comes into it next turn. And we go on to Impulse 3. So we have Baker. So we have a run. Now I could run up onto the hill here and then try and spot him. He could shoot back at me. I may as well. Why not? So we'll run up onto the hill there and try and do a spotting roll here. Yeah, we can do a spotting roll there, but I don't think we can do one here because of the height difference. I'm just going to have a quick look at the line of sight for elevation. Line of sight. 2, 12, 13. Level of terrain, 12.1 is what I wanted. Range to obstacle, okay. Righto, so from 1 to 5. Okay, so this bloke is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So blind hexes are 2. 1, 2. So I can spot him. Cross here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again is 2 blind hexes. So I can't spot him for a start. Well, sorry, I don't have line of sight to him. And I don't have line of sight to him. So I can only do a spotting roll here. And like we said, it's 9, which is a 0 modifier. And we have aimed fire in a building. Building for aimed fire is a -3. So we are at 5 minus 3 is 2 or less. To spot, we do not. So that's that guy. Rapid fire, aim fire, they're not doing anything. Which brings us back to Able. So we evade forward, forward, and forward into there, which brings us on to the Blues. And again, trees, 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 trees. He couldn't see me, so I can't see him. He can't see me because I couldn't see him, so forget about the Blues. which leaves the reds. Now, that one. In fact, I probably could have done a spot on him. Yes, I could. So I'm just going to do the spot on him before he does the spot on me. So 1, 2, 3. In fact, no, I'm not, because I screwed up, so I miss out. So he can try and do a spot, and he just gets his order now. It's the third, so he can do a spot as well. So we'll do this guy first. So again, we have a 9, which is a 0 modifier for range. And we have a run and gun in the open, I believe. Yeah, he's up on a hill, but in the open. Open, run and gun is a +2. Okay. So 0 to 6, and he does not see me. And this guy here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is a -1 and a +2, so it's a -1. A +1. So 0 through 5, and he does see me, but I'm already seen, so that's fine. I don't know why I was rolling those, because I'm a dickhead, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just getting into it and not thinking straight. My apologies. So he can't shoot. He can only spot him, and he's already bloody spotted. So I'm just being a twit, and we'll go on to impulse 4 before I screw you around anymore and you tear your hair out in frustration. Right, so bravo. Aim fire does nothing. Rapid fire does nothing. We are now shooting, and we can see him, but we haven't spotted him, and we can see him, but we haven't spotted him either. So let's spot this guy. So we had 9, which is a 0 modifier for an aimed fire in a building, which is a -3. So we are at 0 to 2 to spot, and we get a 3, and we do not. And that is that. And then we will try and spot him, which will be at a -1, -4, so a 0, 1 to try and spot this guy. And we got a 4. No. We go on to Able, and we are going to go here, and we will duck back because we can. And here, and we will duck back because we can. And here, and we will duck back because we can. Okay. Righto, so spotting rolls for us now. I can see that guy. I can see that guy. I can't see those ones. So I'm going to do furthest one first for a spotting roll. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is a 0. With no order in a building is a -3. So we have a 0, 1 to spot the red one, and we do not. Then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is a 0 modifier. So again, a 0, 1 to spot him, I believe. Yep. And we get a 7, no go. And then Private Brubaker here. Again, can see him, cannot see him. So back this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is a 0 modifier, same thing. So it's going to be a 3. So it's a 0, 2. No good. And another 0, 2 here. And no good. And our sergeant can't see him and can't see... Oh. Jeez. I'm going to have to check that one. Sorry. It's going to be right on the sort of tree line, I think. Yeah, catches the trees. Righto. So that's Able finished, and we go on to the blue ones. Now, I noticed in the updated rules and everything else, I think people have been turning these over. I think that's one of the amendments that came out. I don't tend to do that until they're spotted. And especially since these are basically got mostly a chance to be a recruit, they're going to feel a lot more comfortable shooting whilst they're hidden, which makes sense. So therefore, they've got a better chance of hitting something, because a recruit's firepower is only 3. So if these have more chance of hitting from a hidden position when they're not spotted, I think that's fair enough. So I'm going to say that we're going to shoot with this guy at this guy here. And the reason for that is he's a 5 and he's a 4. And his weapon skill is better than his weapon skill as well. So if we can take him out or wound him, we're going to do a lot better than taking him out. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a 0 modifier for range. And we are duck back in trees. Which is a -2. So we have a 0 through 2 for a hit. Oh, he hasn't been spotted yet. Sorry, dickhead. Woo! Let's go back. Let's just do the spots. So again, we have 0 modifier for spotting. And we have a duck back in trees, which is a -2. So same thing. Okay. So trying to spot this guy. 0, 2. And he spots him. And trying to spot this guy, same thing, 0, 2. And he does not. So he didn't spot him, can't spot him. He can't spot, or spot. Neither of them can see him because I couldn't see them. And he can't see him or him. And he can't see him or him either. Which leaves us with the reds. So he can act now. So he can actually shoot up here. So we have a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because I forgot it, which is a 0 modifier. And we have run and gun in the open, which was a horrible thing to do. Is a -1. So he's a 3 or less to hit. And he misses. Okay, can he spot anybody else? No, he can't, because we've got all this sugar here, and he's got walls all in the way there. This guy here, he's already spotted, so we don't need to do anything, and he can't spot him. He is already spotted, so he can try and spot this guy. So what we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so a 0 modifier. Trees for a duck back, again, is a -2, so a 0 through 2, and we get a 9, so no, he's not spotted either. And that is the end of that. He shot. So this guy is now alerted and will get a TQC. So let's just do his quality check first. 4 or less. He passes, so he's going to get a aimed fire no matter what. But he actually won't get that until his next one. So he's going to be without orders until his next impulse, his next turn, and then he will get this, and then the following he can start. So that's how it goes. Again, no medics, no plans, no anything like that. So we are good to go, and that is the end of turn 2. Now the Germans are going to start getting their reinforcements this turn as well, and they all come on with a run and gun, I believe. They all get a run and gun 5 order. Yep, and then they get normal orders after that. So 3 more coming up in the 29 sort of row, and with the run and gun 5. So they're all going to be running down this way to the southwest. Which is probably going to put them, nasty places. So again, thanks very much. Sorry for screwing around and doing shit I didn't need to do, and not doing stuff I should have done. But I hope you're still enjoying. It's a good game, and after talking to people on Consim World Forum and so forth, I'm glad to see that when Volume 2 comes out, it'll come out with a campaign mode as well. So that was one of the things I was really missing from this. So it'll be interesting to see if that campaign mode actually wraps over to encompass the first volume as well, or can only be used in Volume 2. I'm not real sure. But we'll see. So take care. Be good, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.